Hey everyone, it's Alex. We're doing a video real quick to show you some new features we put into Protein Pirates. This is the playtest build that we did for everyone that we handed out, but we've made some changes and people who have played it will obviously see those. We're going to start there's the intro note. We're going to change that actually, I think. So these notes are going to be a way that you receive instructions on how to play. We're going to send them in envelopes to you whenever you need to know something significant, and it makes sense in the story of why that's happening. And you'll see that in the beginning in the game. Up in the top now, where the little hand was just a second ago, your protein counter is actually up there, so you can see how much protein you have, as opposed to the big clunky thing in the bottom right corner that you can see on our previous videos. The reason we did that is because it's much more streamlined, because you can put more information on the top, so you can have like time, protein, anything else we decide to put in later in the game, and it kind of gives you a better feel for your resources, I think, than having it in that giant bottom section. Oh, here's something we changed. So if you notice when I'm draining protein, it's getting faster over time. So it starts at, I think it's 1 every 20th of a second, and you can get as fast as 1 every 10th of a second. And the reason we did that was due to feedback that there was no reward for not killing antibodies and harvesting protein. So basically you could sit there and just switch off from harvesting to killing, and there was no reward or penalty. But now, if you want to be ballsy, I just lost one to acid, if you saw that there, a little acid drip. If you want to be ballsy, you can sit here and drain it for as long as you can before the antibodies get to you, and it'll get faster and faster and faster. So if you're going for a time run, which we will have rewards for later on, if you're going to get like beat a par time or beat like the best time on a leaderboard, you'll want to invest in something like that where you want to take these risks. And this is, I think, perfect for that, because like right there, I couldn't finish it because I would have lost a pirate, but would it have been worth it? Who knows? Other things we're going to change, for instance, on this level here, you can either go across the top like I'm going to do, or you can go down in the bottom. And if you see in the bottom of the screen, there's a little acid grasp down there, which is the name we have for it right now. And if you go down there right in the beginning, you'll have to deal with him the entire round. Well, as of right now, even if you go down and you go up, that top antibody spawner comes in. So what we're thinking is to reward you for going either way, you'll get certain benefits and certain penalties. So if you go down first, you'll have to deal with that acid grasp, but you'll only have to deal with one antibody spawner. So it depends on what you like to deal with or what you don't like to deal with. If you go up top, you have to deal with the 2 antibody spawners from the second cell you take over, but you won't have to deal with the acid grasp the entire game until the end. So if you find it more stressful to have to take care of that acid grasp the entire time, then just go across the top. But if you don't like taking care of the antibodies because they move, where the acid grasp is actually just stagnant, then go bottom, then go top. And I think that because the whole idea is we want to give players as much choice as they possibly can have when playing, so they feel like their way of playing the game might be different from someone else's, and that's another way we can put it in your hands of what you want to do and give you unique outcomes for each situation. This is another thing we changed level 4 a little bit, because we got feedback that it was too hard too quick. And you can see that there's only one. If you play the playtest, there used to be 2 spawners at the top there where the other one is. Now there's only 1 for right now. And again, this level has a choice. You can either go down or you can go up, and the same thing will apply. Like if you go down, there's an acid grasp that you have to deal with. If you go up, you have to deal with another spawner first. So that's something we really want to, like I said, play around with as player choice and make sure that when you choose a decision, it actually is affecting the outcome of the game rather than it being arbitrary and having it be the same kind of regardless. Ah, lost the pirate again. It's embarrassing. We also had feedback that the acid drops that are dripping down there are kind of hard to see, but we might leave it that way just because there is a sound effect to them, so you do know that they're there, and it's up to you to kind of keep your eye on it. We don't want to make it extremely easy where you can track it at all times. Like, we want you to kind of know that it's there, but maybe you'll possibly forget about it, and it'll become a hazard for you. Just kind of keep you on your toes. We're also working on getting some sort of soundtrack in. We're not really sure where we're going to get the music just yet, but it definitely adds to the feel of the game when there's music in the background. So if you make music and you like making music for free, let us know. Gotta change that sound effect too, it's terrible. That's a bug. Those aren't supposed to disappear, but we'll fix that. We've already fixed it, actually, when I'm recording this, but I didn't want to record another video because I've done like 15 playthroughs of this in the past couple days. It's a great game, though. Nope, they're back. So, as you can see there, another feedback we got from our buddy Christopher Weiss was that the attackers or the pathogens didn't really feel like they served a purpose, because he pointed out that there was you only prevented one antibody from spawning with one attacker, but now we increase that, so you're actually going to get around 10 seconds of time to have that spawner disabled, which will be great if you need to take over a cell that's right next to an antibody spawner. It'll give you plenty of time to take that cell over, get out of there without having to worry about getting hit. The only thing is, you're going to have to sacrifice 5 protein to do that. So each level will have a maximum yield of protein you can get at the end of the level, and protein will be used outside of levels to do certain things. So if you reach a point in the game where you need a little bit of extra protein to do something, and you know on a level you didn't get the maximum protein that you could have, you can go back and change your decisions or use your tools that you now have that you didn't before to get that maximum amount of protein. So not only is there reasons to play replay levels as far as time trials go, but there's also reasons for doing protein runs where you can get the max amount of protein and time. There'll be rewards for all these things later on in the game, so it's not backtracking for the sake of just backtracking. There's actually reasons for it. I'm not going to show you level 5 and 6 because those are kind of cool. I want people to experience those for themselves when they play it. You can tell where we're at there, and that's where we're going to end it. Thank you for watching. If you did, if you have any comments or you want to ask any questions, or if there's anything you noticed you want to point out, please do it on Facebook. Thank you very much.